Well, welcome all, and welcome Mr. Barry Peatling to the Barry Peatling Sports Show.
And welcome to you, Colin Sutcliffe, and all my viewers around the world and interstate. It's a very, very nice day.
Very pleasant.
27 degrees.
Very pleasant.
And see, I've got my little top on there today. It's, I think we're in for two or three good days.
Well, I think today is about as hot as you want it.
Well, it's just nice.
Just nice.
26, 27.
A little bit. Anyway,
well, look,
I won't complain.
it's a shorts day anyway.
Yeah.
Anybody hasn't wearing shorts today doesn't own them.
No, you need to own
Well,
it.
they got no legs.
So we've got a few. Oh wow, yeah, that could be an issue. Let's talk about some things. We're going to talk about
There's something different
Australian
today.
cricket. We're going to talk about footy. That's on the horizon.
Yeah.
And let's start with women's football competition.
I'll
Barry.
tell you something about women's football.
Is it as good as what you think it is?
Look, I'll just wait till I get into it, Colin.
Okay, here we go. Fire away.
I watched a bit of it last year, and I said, "Oh yes, we're going to build up. We're going to get everything." And actually, I read the paper today, and there's 5 or 6 pages, full pages about the women's football. Can you believe it?
I can't believe it.
It must be costing them a fortune, because I watched a game 2 or 3 nights ago. I think you said you watched it too, Carlton of Collingwood.
Yeah.
And when 4 quarters of football, they both only kicked 2 goals. One kicked 2 and one kicked 3 goals.
Yeah. And how many goals were kicked after half time, Barry?
One.
No goals.
And I got the paper today, as I do every day, and I just opened the pages. There's 4 pages. 4 whole pages of the women's football. Can you believe it? They must be costing the... Is this run by the AFL?
I would rather...
Are they AFL affiliated? Must be, aren't they?
Yeah, it's an AFLW. So...
God, must be costing a fortune.
Yeah, so it is just big ads. They're published.
They're full pages.
Yeah, they're ads. Because no, you're interested in Carey...
I wouldn't know.
Susan Carey got kicks and whatnot.
No, I didn't. I watched this. I watched it there for about a quarter of an hour last
They had
week.
20,000 people there.
They're getting a fair crowd.
Would you go to one?
I wouldn't go if you paid me.
What are they waiting for? What do they want to see?
I just want to set the girls. Look, I told you months and months ago, the women are trying to take over the world. They are. I'm telling you, they're not doing a bad job. And this, 4 pages, 4 full pages of women's football.
That's almost as much as
that's more than
you had in the Wimmera Times Mail.
Yeah, well, I had 2 pages there. Yeah. No, but really, it's getting past the joke, and I don't know who's fronting up all the money for all this publicity that they're getting, because I watched some of it, and it is, I wouldn't say pathetic.
I'd rather watch the under-13s boys.
I'd rather watch the under-12s kids, but and they're sort of running around, they've got their hairs flowing around, and they all look nice, got lipstick on and all that. No, not I better shut up, because I've had enough of it, and I thought I'd just tell my listeners that...
And they have this last out of bounds rule, you know about that?
No, this is a new innovation?
Yeah, it's a new rule in that sport, that you don't... If the last one to touch it, and it goes out of bounds, like rugby, the other team gets it.
So
they're trying to speed it up.
No boundary umpires needed.
No, you need a boundary umpire to tell who tapped it out or something. But they don't throw it in. I don't think that's a bad idea, because that stops any sort of congestion potentially, and it gives the opposition a kick.
It'll never be in the AFL, Colin. It'll never be in the AFL.
Well, they're trying to bring it in.
That's why the boundary umpires get paid good money.
They're trying to get rid of runners as well.
Runners?
Runners.
What? In the girls?
No, in the men's.
No, they'll never do that.
They want to get rid of runners.
They'll never. Who brought that up? That bright spark idea.
They'll get rid of the runners, and so they makes it a bit more.
What they can do, they can cut them down to sort of 5 a game, or 10 a game.
5 runners?
No, 5 on the ground.
Okay. Just get rid of them.
You've got to have runners, Colin.
Why?
They were out in 1928.
Yeah, why?
To tell everybody that what's going on, what you do to get off the ground, or if you don't do what you tell them, get off the ground.
Right.
Now, you've got to have the runners. I mean, I know they do overdo it.
Yeah.
But if you curb it to a good level, and then everybody will be happy.
Okay.
Say like 3 or 4 a quarter.
So here we are once again, viewers, solving the problems.
Well...
It says here, just got Barry. I've got Barry on my... it says Barry.
Yeah, that's Barry. It's just a picnic.
Okay, let's talk about the cricket 2020.
Yeah, well, Australia are just too good. How many games have they lost in 20s and...
well, you know what Australia ranked in the world on the top?
Not good, I don't think.
7. Okay, so...
7?
7th in
How
the world.
many's in the competition in the world?
Oh, there's about 14 countries.
About halfway up.
Halfway up the ladder, so they'll climb that, but let's talk about a couple of the Australian stars. Let's talk about Stan Lake.
This fella, Stan Lake, Billy Stan Lake, just before we come on air, that he's another look-alike Bruce Reid. Very tall and can swing the ball, and he's only 22 or something, isn't he?
He's pretty young, Billy Stan Lake, but I think he's been around for a little bit. He's tall.
I've never heard of him.
He's tall, isn't he?
6'7".
Yeah.
Bruce Reid height.
Bruce Reid height, yes. And he's pretty fast. He can get. Sometimes the
150 kilometres an hour.
Sometimes the commentators can blabber on a bit because they say, "Oh, New Zealanders have never faced this before." They've got this guy called Lockie Ferguson. He bowls mid 150s on a good day.
This fella bowls in 150s. Stan Lake.
Mid 150s, yeah. And so that's pretty fast. Fast,
quick.
high. He's 23 years old. He's just turned 23.
He'll be around for a long time as long as he doesn't break.
He's already played 2 one-day internationals. I remember seeing him.
Well, couldn't have done much because there wasn't nothing in the paper about him.
Yeah, he's bowled. He's
he
taken only 1 wicket in 2 games. So, this looks like his game though, the T20, doesn't it?
Oh no, he's. We've been lacking a very, very fast bowler the last 10 years since the Reids and
Mitchell
Johnson, and I reckon Mitchell Johnson should be still playing in the Test rig, I reckon.
Yeah. So he's a bit of a find. We didn't get to see. It would have been nice to see Australia tested a bit, and New Zealand get a bit of a score.
Look, New Zealand's been pathetic all this year. Since they've been out there, haven't they? They haven't won too many games, have they?
They've lost in the whole season of cricket. They won about 8, 9 in a row, and they lost 2 games.
Well, what are you saying a minute ago? They were pathetic.
They were pathetic in that game.
Oh.
Yeah, they were pathetic.
I mean,
only one of the Collins did well. Only one of the Collins did well. Colin de Grandhome. And Colin Munro didn't do anything. Guptill did nothing. Williamson did nothing.
Much in the Test this season, did they?
No, the Tests this year they won all of them. Last 4 Tests they won.
Well, they're going right well.
They're doing. This is the best they've been for ages, but they had a pathetic game. And sometimes you can have that, Barry. You had an odd bad game, didn't you?
No, not too often.
But an odd one. Well, that day when you dislocated your arm.
Well, I had to go off, but otherwise I wanted to stay on, but I had to go off.
Yeah.
Shoulder.
That day you were whinging a bit.
The shoulder's out.
You're grizzling a bit.
It was out.
Yeah. You weren't playing quite as good as you usually
I told him to strap it up like that, so I could run. No, I was in severe pain, Colin, that day.
You weren't quite as good as your usual. So there's another game later on in the week on Wednesday. Australia versus England, T20. This is Wednesday. And then England goes over to New Zealand, and they play New Zealand in a couple of games.
Geez, you had a lot of cricket this year,
and then Australia go over to New Zealand, and they play a game, and then they have the final between the top 2 in New Zealand. So it's a tri-series.
A lot of travelling, yeah.
Yeah, and then Australia go to South Africa. They play 3 Test matches and 4 Test matches or something like that.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff going on, Barry.
It's a heavy hat. They get about 200 grand each, aren't they?
Now, yeah, I was talking to my barber, John, who's a mad Edie Asp man.
Yeah.
Right. And he reckons because of the split of divisions, he reckons that Chelsea will at least be in the grand final next year. Maybe win it.
I think he's talking through his left arm.
No, Division 2.
I know, but we're just too much. We won't be able to handle the travelling, I tell you. No way.
There we go.
We're going to get these photos here.
Barry's going now. Just walked off randomly. Wave to the viewers, Barry.
I was supposed to put those photos after the 61 grand final.
Mm-hmm.
I think I put them favourites. I didn't put the team up.
Found it, there we go. We'll call this segment Barry randomly walking. Walking around.
But here's the photo.
Charms of.
What did I do with the 61 grand final photo?
Barry wandering.
This house is weird. Things vanish.
Vanished.
But this is a photo of
Slippery.
when I was in that 61 grand final.
Gotcha.
That was taken in that final. I meant to put that on last week, so there it is.
Gotcha.
And that was a pretty good photo. That'll tell you now.
Gotcha.
So there you go.
Gotcha says far.
He
Yeah, he got you.
He thought he got me, but he didn't, did he?
So let's go to the Cheerios, Barry.
Cheerios. Well, of course, Ning. She's a bit better now. She's a busy, very busy girl, Ning, now, and of course Robin.
Rockin' Robin.
Robin and her two daughters. The two daughters play football. So I hope you're watching this one, Robin. Watching
I wonder how she's going to react to how you feel about women's football.
Oh, she wouldn't know what's going on about the women's football, but Cheerio, do you two and you do two daughters, okay?
No worries.
And that's just about nearly all we got for today. And have I got anything else to say something there? Yeah, Robin and her two daughters, yeah, got that. So that's just about it for today, for my viewers out there all around the world. And it's going up, the latest total, Colin,
there we go, drum roll.
96,818.
Wow.
How good's that?
They said it wouldn't last.
96,000.
Almost getting the 100,000 mark. You're having a 100,000 party.
It'll be 100,000. Well, we might put that on it'll be a special day that day, yeah.
Woo!
Put the party hats on and the 100,000 hats on.
100,000.
I reckon within about 2 or 3 weeks we'll hit the 100,000. It's going up average.
Let's say by March.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So what do I get for that? Any sort of
cash prize? Nah, they're ripping the cash off you. YouTube are ripping you off.
I reckon they're making a lot of money out of it.
Oh yeah.
Aren't they? They've got ads.
Yeah.
All my videos have got ads on them.
Yep.
So can I complain?
I'd complain. Get up on your roof and start complaining.
Make a noise?
Make a noise. Up and down the street.
But would you? I remember when we first got our first 100 column about 6 years ago.
Yep.
Well, going mad, 100. Now we've got 100,000 hits.
It's mental. Absolute mental.
They must be making a fortune out of us.
Making heaps.
Aren't they?
They're just burning money, throwing it, turning it, rolling it into cigars and just smoking them. That's what they're doing with our money.
But anyhow, we love it anyway, but we don't give a stuff. That's all for me and all for him. See you all next week. Bye bye.